Hey, BassGeek here, and today we're going to be talking about the Neko rig for the dog days of summer. What's up, BassGeek Nation? Before we get into talking about the Neko rig for those dog days of summer, let me tell you about Mystery Tackle Box. Now, you guys know I've been partnered with them for quite a long time. They send me a free box every month, and in turn, I do a giveaway and send it to one of you lucky subscribers so you can try out some new baits. Now, like I always said, if you're interested in getting your own Mystery Tackle Box subscription, make sure you go to the description and there will be a code that will allow you to get your first box for dirt cheap. Guys, it's like I always say, this actually gets me out of a rut every single month. So I tend to fish the same lakes. Like I said, I'm one of you guys. I don't get to travel and fish. I'm just a weekend warrior like most of you, and I've been doing it for a long time. And like I always say, us old heads, we can find some stuff in here that we may not have picked up or may not have known about, and it's pretty cheap to do. Now, I don't want to leave out the new guys. These things are great for you bank anglers, you pond anglers, and they have some pretty dang good baits, and you can start building your arsenal every single month and learning new techniques and becoming a better angler. Now, let's look in the box real quick, and then we'll get to talking about how to use the Neko rig in the dog days. Alright, as always, you've got the Dibble Digest, the tips and tricks. We've got some Harmony hooks. Another good bait this time of year, especially if you've got some grass or some pads. A toad. This is from Bruiser Baits. This is the Kicking Frog, black, a great color. Here's the list with the retail price. We get a Livingston. I'm a big fan of Livingston. I really am a big fan of the little chip that they put in there. The Yo-Zuri knuckle bait. I'm dying to try one of these. I'm not going to keep yours, however, but I am dying to try one of these. And then here's another Yo-Zuri bait, and this is the 3DR 3D Reel Series. This is kind of a trout-esque looking color, really neat looking little 3D prism. Junk Fishing 101, you guys have probably seen that video from me, and of course you always get a good sticker. And today you will actually, and I did open these, you will actually get these from Perfection Lures. I will put the one I'm using back in, and you actually get a weedless, a spare weedless hook. It comes pre-rigged, pre-weighted, which I find pretty neat. So we're going to start with the rod reel line setup, and then we'll talk about the bait rigging. And what's cool about this bait, it comes pre-rigged and pre-weighted. That's pretty sick. Alright, so rod reel line, this is my Fish Sticks. This is basically a 7-foot medium fast rod. This rod right here is a great all-around rod. I use it for so many different things, and it has, coupled with it, the Lew's Custom Pro Speed Spin. So this is the Lew's, the higher end, I think it's 139, something like that. This is an amazing reel. This is the setup that I use 90% of the time when I'm using a spinning combo for anything. This combo can just do so much. It's incredible. So what I like about the Lew's speed spins is they're in the 6 range. A lot of your spinning reels now come in that 5 range, so these are a little bit faster, and a lot of times you have to pay a little extra to get them a little bit fast, but not with Lew's. That's pretty much standard. Now line, depending on the amount of cover, really to get the best action out of this bait, 8 to 10 pound test. I've got 8 pound test on here right now. I'm not going to fish around a lot of heavy cover with the exposed hook, so 8 pound, especially in the clear water, gives me a little more stealthy vibe, I guess you could say. Now the bait itself, it comes pre-rigged. I don't know if this is one of their hooks, I'm not sure, but it's basically a straight shank. And what I like about it is it's actually already got the nail weight in the head, and it's got a metal O-ring. Now, one of the things I was worried about is how much it would slide, but it slides real nicely. Like I said, it's already weighted. I looked on the packaging, I didn't see how much weight is in it. I'm gonna guess not a lot. Maybe an 1/8, maybe a 3/16, somewhere in there. Good looking color, again, maybe a little loud for the super clear water that I fish right now, but right now we're just going to demonstrate how this works. And generally, you know, with a Neko rig, you're going to weight it, you're going to put an O-ring, and you're going to run your hook always up through the O-ring. It actually keeps it a little weedless that way also. And that's pretty much it. It's that simple of a setup. Now, let's go see how we can fish this thing. All right, guys, fishing the Neko rig is pretty straightforward. One of the things that I actually love about the Neko rig is that it's kind of a hybrid between the shaky head and the wacky rig. So when you drop it in, it'll drop and stand tail up like a shaky head, and then when you lift, it becomes a wacky rig. So you can twitch it up and get that awesome wacky rig motion, but at the same time get a nice tail shake while it's on the bottom. So like I said, as far as fishing this thing, it's pretty straightforward. Really, you know, with anything, you're going to target fish, and so you're just going to make your cast, and on slack line you're going to let it fall to the bottom. Now we're fishing midday right now. It's real tough. So we're going to hit some shaded areas in the middle of the day. And really, this time of year, let it sit there for a little bit. And every once in a while, you can just shake your slack. So don't pull up tight on it and then shake it, because then you'll be moving it. But what you really want to do is just shake the slack. And then when you go to lift, just give it a couple of small twitches, and you can even drag it if you want to. The other good thing about this rig, just like a regular wacky rig, you're going to be able to skip it into those hard to reach areas. That's really all there is to it, guys. It is that simple. Throw it out there, let it sit, shake that slack line, then give it a couple of little twitches up. Small twitches, not huge hops. In the summertime, in the dog days, keep things low and slow. All right, guys, so now I know this is what you're all here for. How do you win this month's box? All you have to do is put hashtag Neko in your comment, and you are entered to win. We'll give the box away, as always, 1 week from the day that this video comes out. As always, questions and comments in the comment section below. Make sure you leave somewhere down there in your comment hashtag Neko so that you are entered for this giveaway. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you guys ring that bell so you know when these videos come out. Guys, watching these videos, keeping up with these videos helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it more than I can say. As always, you guys rock.